said I looked right up your skirt.
Moving in line. Flag is up, and they're off in the Milfern Cup. All the way. Well, three-piece band for the lead annual update. Next staying on is next over, then El Crespo, as they come to the second of 14 and to the wire for the first time. And there was a faller at that fence, Autumn Riches. The rider came off and into the turn. Three-piece band has the lead. Staying on is next. An annual update is there in third. A gap of 2. El Crespo next racing fourth, and Will Kane is fifth. Dancing David sixth on the outside, along with Allergy. Out of the Ghetto next, 2 Johns and a Jack, followed by Paul's Ace as they head to the fourth. Now to the back straight they go, and three-piece band has the lead as they head to the fifth of 14 jumps. 2.5 lengths to the good of Staying On as they turn and head down the back straight, out of view behind the trees from the tower as they make their way along the top of the hill there. Three-piece band is the leader by 2.5. Staying On. Out of the Ghetto is next, racing in third. As they continue on behind the trees now, soon to be in view at the top of the straight. And the leader, three-piece band there in the orange colors, Staying On, is next as they make their way now to the top of the straight. Out of the spinny turn, and three-piece band is the leader. Staying On there in second. 2.5 back to annual update. They're in third. Followed by El Crespo there in fourth. And Allergy is fifth on the outside. Dancing David next, 2 Johns and a Jack. Out of the Ghetto and Paul's Ace. As they come to the seventh now, and the second under the wire. And the loose horse there interferes with the leader. Bad luck, but still on course. Three-piece band still on course, and Staying On inherits the lead as they turn to the back straight for the last time. Annual update there in second, El Crespo third. Out of the Ghetto is fourth. Then 2 Johns and a Jack in fifth. Dancing David next, Allergy. Three-piece band is dropped back, and Paul's Ace. As they jump the eighth now and head to the back straight. Staying On is the leader by 2. Annual update, and El Crespo. They're right there alongside. Out of the Ghetto is next, and then comes 2 John and a Jack. Out of view from the tower there, but Staying On still has the lead as we see on the monitor. Annual update is next. El Crespo as they head down the back straight. And apparently another faller there. I believe it was 2 Johns and a Jack. Staying On is the leader by 2.5. As the field now comes up the hill, soon to be in view at the top of the straight. Still Staying On as we see on the monitor. Annual update is there, El Crespo. And Out of the Ghetto, and here they are at the top of the straight. Staying On has the lead. El Crespo is next. Out of the Ghetto there in third. Oh, and there was another faller there. It was El Crespo. Now the final jump. Staying On has the lead by 2.5. And the rider was dislodged there from Out of the Ghetto. It's Staying On well in front with annual update.
didn't settle you down as well, but
it takes a lot of hard drugs to get me settled down.
that was an amazing race, and Jody had him placed really well out of the trouble for most of the way.
I told Jody he was lucky he couldn't see what was going on behind him.
Absolutely. Hey, congratulations, Mike. Gentlemen, I'm here with Jody Petty, the winning rider. Jody, you rode out of your pants there, mate.
I rode an awesome horse out of my pants. That's the ticket.
How did your trip go?
Well, luckily, my trip went great. It sounds like all the chaos behind me and in front of me definitely helped me today. I felt sorry for poor Robbie when the loose horse took him out, but made my horse relax on the front. So, you know, everything happens for a reason. Luckily, the reason was for me today.
And Mike told us that this horse is hard to settle, but you looked like you did a lovely turning off job.
Well, he did settle today. This is a beautiful course for a horse to settle because there's usually pretty good speed and you start uphill. So luckily we got it done today.
Congratulations, great start to the day.
Well, I have to say, Mike's famous saying is, even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. Well, my saying is, even an old squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
You're so modest, you're riding out of your skin, you're getting better. Like wine.
Like wine. I whine a lot.
Congratulations.
Flag is up. Seven runners turning to face the starter, and they're away in the Thompson. Al Marmouk jumped to the lead at flag fall, quickly joined by L Season. Ed's Big Bet along the inside. Into is next, then on the corner, Black Quartz and Union Army as they come to the second to 14 to the wire for the first time. L Season on the lead. 2.5 now to the good of Al Marmouk. Black Quartz is next, then comes on the corner. Ed's Big Bet there in fifth. Into is next. And Union Army is seventh as they jump the third. On defense 4 now into the back straight. L Season is on the lead by 2.5. Black Quartz and Al Marmouk, they are there together. Another 3. Back to on the corner. Then Ed's Big Bet in fifth. Into is next. And Union Army at the back as they head down the back straight for the first time. Briefly through the trees and on the monitor, L Season we see on the lead by 3. Black Quartz next, Al Marmouk. And then comes on the corner, into Ed's Big Bet to the outside, Union Army. As they continue around the spinny turn behind the trees. You see L Season on your monitor there, on the lead as they make their way up the hill to the top of the straight. And they make the turn and come towards us now with L Season on the lead by 2.5. Black Quartz next, Al Marmouk. In third, 4 off the lead. Then Ed's Big Bet. Into is fifth on the corner next in Union Army over the 7th and quickly on to the 8th of 14 now. And to the wire for the second time. L Season is first over this one. The Naylor duo. Second and third heads apart. That would be Black Quartz and Al Marmouk with the red cap. 2.5. Ed's Big Bet is next, then Into on the corner, being niggled along in 6th. And Union Army is 7th as they head to the back straight for the final time. And the last 6 fences, it's L Season the leader. Here by 2.5, Black Quartz is next, then Al Marmouk. 2.5 to Into, then Ed's Big Bet, 5 to On the Corner. And Union Army is at the back, about 9 lengths off the pace as they head behind the trees now and race down the back straight for the final time. El Season. Skipper Blue colors on the lead here as they make their way down the back straight for the last time. Black Quartz and Al Marmouk, they're still right there in second and third, respectively, as they race round the far spinny turn. It is El Season with the lead. Black Quartz with the gold cap is next. Al Marmouk in third. Into pink colors there in fourth as they make the turn now and come to the top of the straight. In the Thompson, it is El Season as they come up the hill now. Al Marmouk and Black Quartz, they've been dogging the leader the whole way and now come on to challenge as they come to the 13th. Black Quartz gold cap challenges, and Into now emerges as a factor in this race as well. El Season backs off. Then Al Marmouk, here they come to the 14th and final in the gray. Into battling with Black Quartz on the inside. They set up for the final. Black Quartz has the lead 3 parts of a length. Into is next, and Union Army has come on with a late run down to the wire. Ross Garrity home in time on Black Quartz.
And written a victory by Ross Garrity.
That's what they call it.
I'm down here with winning owner Irv Naylor. Mr. Naylor, the winners keep churning on, but that's got to give you renewed enthusiasm for the game. That was a lovely winner.
Well, my enthusiasm remains high, whether we win or lose. You lose an awful lot more than you win.
I know, absolutely, but it's got to keep refreshing, probably is a better word, refreshing the enthusiasm, and he's a lovely horse, really well, great job by JW too.
Yes, JW did a super job in training the horse. Come here, JW. And Ross did Ross, come over here. Ross did an excellent job of riding him. It was a cerebral race all the way around. It was very hard with a horse like Bill Papes, who's a marvelous horse, and he did most of the running. But we got him in our scope about 2 from home, and from then on it was Ross's race.
Thank you, Mr. Naylor. Let me have a quick word with JW. JW, is he an easy or a hard horse to train?
Very easy. He's one of our most promising young horses that we've got in the barn right now. He is a brilliant jumper, and he just seems to love to track other horses and finds more when he needs to.
Well, great training job, and well done, mate.
Thank you.
And a quick word with Ross. Ross looked like a hard-fought race from down the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, he was just starting to take his mind off a little bit in the dip, and I gave him a smacker on the backside just to keep him concentrating. As I said to you before the race, he is a big baby, and he just needs that little bit of help. But he travelled up the hill real easy. That was a lot of my reason for giving him a smack, just to get him to come up the hill on the bridle. And from there, you know, it was just, I didn't really want to be on front, but he was running, so I just let him go.
To face the starter, and they're away. A great start for all in the Radnor Hunt Cup as they make their way to the first timber fence of 22. Prospector Strike, Monte Bianco, 4 schools go for the lead. More Fascination is next, then Chessboard. G'day G'day to the inside as they come to the second of 22. And the first under the wire, first of 4 times. 4 Schools is the leader by 2.5. Monte Bianco is next, a gap of 2.5. More Fascination is next, and then comes Delta Park, just poured it. Chessboard is next, Good Day, Good Day. 3 back to One Wild Bird, and Prospector's Strike is 9th as they head to the 4th. 4 Schools has the lead as they head to the back straight. Margin of 4 over Monte Bianco. More Fascination there in 3rd. And then comes Just Port It as they make the right-hand turn now and go out of view from the tower. On the monitor, you see 4 Schools in the gold colors on the lead. It's 5 back to Monte Bianco, who the rider's struggling there. More Fascination is next as they continue on around the spinny turn behind the trees and over the 5th. 4 Schools is the leader. More Fascination is next, and 2.5. Back to Monte Bianco as they come up the hill now and turn into the straight for the second time to have a look at fence 6. Relatively fast pace here for the Timber Runners as they come into the straight, into the wire for the second time. 4 Schools is your leader by 4 lengths. Monte Bianco on the inside. More Fascination there in 3rd. Just Port It in 4th, and Chessboard is next. Then we go to Prospector Strike, Good Day, Good Day. One Wild Bird, Delta Park 9th. As they jump the 7th for the second under the wire. 4 Schools has the lead, 4 lengths. Monte Bianco is next. More Fascination, Just Port It is 5 off the pace. Then comes the Prospector Strike on the outside, heads apart with Chessboard. 2 more to One Wild Bird, about 8 off the pace. Good Day, Good Day. And Delta Park now back to 9th as they have a look at fence number 9, and 4 Schools. Bit of a rough go there, but still maintaining the lead. 2.5 to the good of More Fascination as they turn and head behind the trees. Monte Bianco is next as they continue on along the top of the hill. 4 Schools now off to lead by about 6 over More Fascination, with Monte Bianco with the blue cap in 3rd. Then comes Just Port It and Chessboard as they round the spinny turn and make their way to the top of the straight. As they make the turn into the straight, they'll come up the hill and have a look at the 14th. 4 Schools off to lead by about 8 now. Monte Bianco is next, then More Fascination in 3rd. Prospector Strike is next. They come to the wire now for the 3rd of 4 times in the 15th jump. 4 Schools by 3 lengths. Monte Bianco maintaining 2nd, More Fascination in next. Just Pour It is 4th. Then Prospector Strike 5th. Good Day, Good Day is next. Chessboard, One Wild Bird. Delta Park is 9th, but only about 7 off the lead as the pace quickens here. All jumping well here in the Radnor Hunt Cup. 4 Schools is on the lead by 4. Monte Bianco next, More Fascination. Good Day on the outside. Then Just Port It. Delta Park is gained now and continues to move up. Chessboard is next, One Wild Bird. Prospector Strike is now 9th as they head down the back straight for the final time. Four Schools has led all the way, but there's 8 behind him that are trying to go up and challenge for the lead now. Only 9 lengths separates them. Four Schools still has the lead as they move along the top of the hill. Delta Park is now moved up into second. It's 2.5 now. Monte Bianco is next as they're behind the trees now. But still Four Schools in the gold colors is the leader. Delta Park is next. And as they round the turn now and come up to the top of the hill, Four Schools still has the lead by some 2.5. Delta Park is next. Good day, just pour it along the inside. 3 back to chessboard. Here they come to the 22nd and final. Four Schools trying to wire the field in the Radnor Hunt Cup. But Delta Park may have something to say. Four Schools swerved there. Delta Park took advantage. 3 back to just pour it. Good day is next. Now in the final run to the wire. Delta Park on the inside. Four Schools, Delta Park wins it for Arcadia.
Property manager of the Bellevue, and Darrell Feisman, assistant property manager of the Bellevue.
Ladies and gentlemen, here with Darren Nagel. Darren, you're my hero. That was an amazing ride.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Come on, tell us about the ride. So you had a nice trip throughout?
Pretty good. I mean, he's a little sticky, his fences. He wasn't too bad today, but he started off good enough, but he was starting to feel the ground a little bit. It's plenty quick enough from there now today, but he just kind of got a little sticky. But as the race went on, he warmed up a bit more and started jumping a bit better. Just had to kind of go around a couple to get into the race, and I cut back in and got a bit of cover and travelled away great and jumped pretty well for the most part, and stayed on like a train up the straight. He really tries anyway, which is the main thing. So.
Well, I saw you had a close eye on Robbie. Did you think that Robbie had a little bit in the tank as well?
Yeah, Robbie was travelling away there great. Four Schools probably a better horse going right-handed. He's a stake winner over hurdles. You wouldn't discount him easily. He was going a good gallop in front there now, and he didn't really stop. Like, in fairness to my lad, he stuck his head down to the ground and galloped on up the hill like a good thing, you know.
All perfectly in line, turning to face the starter, and they're away in the National Hunt Cup. Wanganui for the early lead as they come to the first. Fog Island is next, Gustavian on the inside, then Arctic Reach, followed by Ballet Boy, Class Indian, and 4. Back to Cornhusker as they come to the wire, or the first of 3 times. Wanganui has the lead. Gustavian and Fog Island right there together behind the leader. Ballet Boy is next, and Arctic Reach in 5th, then Class Indian. And Cornhusker is 7th as they jump the 3rd. On to fence number 4 en route to the back straight, and the leader is Wanganui. In front by 2. Fog Island and Gustavian there together, 2.5. Back to Ballet Boy, gap of 3. Arctic Reach, Class Indian together, and Cornhusker to 7th. As they make the run down the back straight and take fence 5 over there behind the trees. Wanganui has the lead into the spinny turn. Fog Island and Gustavian. And Wanganui, the rider, came off there over that jump as they make the turn now. and come up the hill to the top of the straight for the second time. And on they come now up the hill to fence number 6. And the leader is Fog Island. As they turn into the straight, Gustavian 3 lengths back is next. Then comes Ballet Boy. Arctic Reach is 4th. Another 2 to Class Indian. Cornhusker at the back. Halfway home now in the National Hunt Cup. All right, loose horse there. As they come to us now with Fog Island, the leader by 3. Gustavian is next. Ballet Boy still under a snug hold. Class Indian is next in Arctic Reach. And Cornhusker moving on well at the back and closing the margin now as they head to the back straight for the final time. Tricky business with the loose horse, but Fog Island still has the lead, 2.5 to the good of Gustavian. Then comes Ballet Boy, still under a hold and looks full of run as they head to the back straight. Cornhusker next, Class Indian, as they head to the back straight with Arctic Reach now at the back. And turning down the back straight for the last time. Fog Island, Gustavian, Ballet Boy and Cornhusker next as they're behind the trees. We pick them up on the monitor. Gustavian, a half. Fog Island is next. Then comes Ballet Boy with the orange to the inside. Class Indian is next. Then Cornhusker, Arctic Reach as they round the spinny turn behind the trees. And they'll come up the hill now to fences 13 and 14 in the National Hunt Cup. And as they come now to the top of the straight, the leader is Gustavian by 3. Ballet Boy is next. Then comes Class Indian in 3rd, Cornhusker, Arctic Reach, and Fog Island done for the day. Here they are now, 2 from home in the Hunt Cup. Gustavian with the blinkers. Ballet Boy on the inside is now flying. Ballet Boy to the front at the 14th. Gustavian couldn't hold that one off. Cornhusker is next. Willie McCarthy is all over Ballet Boy as they come to the wire in the National Hunt Cup with Gustavian.
Ladies and gentlemen, here with winning jockey Willie McCarthy. Willie, an inspired ride.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. Like as I said to you earlier in the year, when you get on a good horse, it's very easy to ride him and look good on him as well, you know. But Mr. Voss told me exactly how to ride him, and probably ended up getting to the front a little bit too soon. But luckily enough, he stuck his head out and fought all the way to the line, and it was a brave performance. Great ride off him.
And did you think Carl had you at any stage?
I did think he had me, all right, but that was about a length after passing the winning line.
Well, a great ride and you're on super form. Well done, Willie.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's on Farndale. You're the worst ever.
Flag is up and they're off in the Moran, coming to the first of 14 cues on the inside for the early lead. Flight Movie into the second spot. After that, it's a gap of 3 back to Canardley. Then comes Farndale as they're over the second into the wire for the first of 3 times. Into the turn and on to fence number 3. Hughes has the lead. Flight Movie. Right there in second, it's a gap of 3 back to Canardley in third and Farndale. Next in fourth. Then comes Embezzle. Window of Hope is there in sixth. And 5 more back to Quiet Approval in seventh. As they head now to the fourth. Hughes is out on the lead. By 5, Flight Movie is next, and Canardley. As they move behind the trees now and make their way down the back straight, we see the big gray Hughes well in front there as they move along across the top of the hill. Flight Movie is next, 4 back to Canardley, then comes Farndale, followed by Embezzle and Window of Hope as they round the spinny turn and make their way to the fifth. Hughes has the lead as they make the right-hand turn and come to the top of the straight. Flight Movie is next. Then Canardley, Farndale, Embezzle, Window of Hope is next. Followed by Quiet Approval as they come into view now at the top of the straight. On now to the 6th of 14, and Hughes is your leader by 5 with Flight Movie. Canardley is third, Embezzle is right there. Window of Hope to the inside, then Farndale and Quiet Approval. Under the wire for the second time now. 1 circuit to go in the Moran. Hughes is your leader as they continue on to the turn. Flight Movie is next. Canardley right there in third. The rider tall in the saddle. 3 back to Embezzle. Farndale next, then Window of Hope. And 2 more back to Quiet Approval. And Hughes now being pressured on the lead by Canardley as they jump the 8th and head to the back straight now. Hughes by 3, Canardley next, 5 back to Embezzle. Flight Movie is dropped back to 4th, then comes Farndale. Quiet Approval and Window of Hope is 6th as they head down the back straight for the final time. Hughes still on the lead. The margin about 5 here as they come briefly into view. Canardley is next, then comes Embezzle, and 6 more back to Flight Movie as they take that last jump on the back straight and come towards us now to the top of the straight for the final time. It is Hughes as they make the turn in front by 3. Canardley is next, and then comes Embezzle as they make their way up the hill to the top of the straight now. Hughes is your leader. Canardley 2.5 back in second. Embezzle is 5 off the lead. Then comes Flight Movie, followed by Farndale and Quiet Approval. Here they come now to the 13th and second to last. Canardley and Hughes. Embezzle is all out there in third with the red colors. Farndale is 4th, and Flight Movie on the inside. Final jump. Canardley no, gets clear by 2.5. Hughes is next, and then comes Embezzle. Canardley, D-Nagel aboard. Watts. Mark Watts on number 5, Tabitha's Monarch in race 6.
And ladies and gentlemen, I am down here with winning owner Billy Isles, and I just saw a huge sigh of relief, Billy. That was a great win.
Yes, it was. It was a great win for Liam McVicker and Canardley himself. Thank you for everybody.
And so you were waited with bated breath, but he was super impressive, and I'm sure you didn't think there was any danger when he passed the post.
Well, we certainly hope not, and we're glad with the outcome.
And how long have you owned this horse?
We've had him about a year and a half.
And he's been a good servant, and that must be the biggest point of his career so far for you.
We'll say that for today since we're here.
Well, very well done, and I will give Liam Vicker. Liam has taken the horse back to the stables now, ladies and gentlemen, just to show you how hard these trainers work. And he gets up first thing in the morning, and he's still working now. So very well done to him, and I know you second that, Billy.
Yes, I do. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Flag is up. Turning to face the starter, and they're away. In the Henry Collins, the Key to Honor. Away quickly from the start. Maya Charlie into the second spot, then comes Jungle Chief in third, and Written Approval as they come to the second of 14 and the first under the wire. Maya Charlie and the Key to Honor on the lead. Jungle Chief there in third, and then comes Written Approval racing fourth. Beta Buck next, fifth, and Feisty Lady sixth. Class Cap seventh. Tabitha's Monarch is next. Dance, Raven Dance, ninth. As they jump the third. Maya Charlie takes the lead as they head to the fourth fence by 2.5. The Key to Honor settles back to second and 3 more. Jungle Chief in third with Written Approval there in fourth. Beta Buck on the outside, Feisty Lady next, 5, back to Tabitha's Monarch. Class Cap next, and Dance Raven Dance is ninth. As they head down the back straight now, and on to have a look at fence number 5. And down the back straight they go with Maya Charlie with the yellow cap there out in front by about 5 over the Key to Honor as they make their way around the spinny turn. Come towards us now to the top of the straight and jump number 6. In view, top of the straight, Maya Charlie. The leader in the margin is now about 9. The Key to Honor second by 4. Jungle Chief is next. Written Approval there in fourth, and Beta Buck fifth. Tabitha's Monarch sixth. Feisty Lady next, 7th. It's 5 more. Back to Dance Raven Dance. And Class Cap halfway home in the Henry Collins, and Maya Charlie running free on the lead for Ross Garrity here as they start the final circuit. About 8 lengths to the good of Jungle Chief. The Key to Honor next in third. Written Approval fourth by 2.5, and Beta Buck is next. Then Feisty Lady, 6 more. Dance Raven Dance is next. And Class Cap is pulled up. To the back straight they go now, and it's all Maya Charlie in command here as they move into the back straight. Maya Charlie has the lead as they move behind the trees there. Well in front, midway down the back straight. Maya Charlie well in front. Jungle Chief a distant second, 5 more. The Key to Honor, then comes Better Buck. As they round the spinny turn now. And it's all Maya Charlie. As they make the turn now and move to the top of the straight. If the others are going to catch him, they better start quick. Maya Charlie well in front now with just fences 13 and 14 to go. You see Ross take a look there and sees the others are far back. And all alone is Maya Charlie now with 2 fences to go. Jungle Chief leads the second flight. Then comes Feisty Lady. The Key to Honor is next in Better Buck. Second to last, it's all Maya Charlie. By about 8. Feisty Lady is next. Jungle Chief, the Key to Honor, 14th and final. It's Maya Charlie. The Big Gray with the lead. Feisty Lady on for the place.
Ladies and gentlemen, down here with my hero, winning trainer Jack Fisher. Jack, that was amazing.
Yeah, you're going to be the jockey next time.
I'm going to have to run home to California to do that, but I'm willing.
Well, at least the days got better as it went along. The first race I thought was a very good race on paper, like the best race all year, and it just fell apart. I mean, not just my horse, but the whole race fell apart, and I think that happens every now and then. I think Radnor's done a brilliant job. Their course is great. Their turf is great. With helping my horse, the medical staff was unbelievable. And, we got him to New Bolton Center, and everything's good.
Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed for sure, but not to take away from that great win. And Ross gave Maya Charlie a breather down the hill. Were you worried about coming back up the other side?
Well, my instructions to Ross was to tuck her in behind and don't go the lead. So he followed this well.
Well, a great training performance, and good job, Jack. Thank you.
All right, thank you.